Hi, Viv.
Hi, Moses.
So I want us to talk about body shaming and bullying.
I'm very much interested.
Okay.
Let's talk.
Okay. So let me share some stories of how body shaming has affected so many people, like me in particular, from the northern part of Nigeria.
Okay.
In northern part of Nigeria, when you are feminine presenting, you are tend to call the Ndaudu, and then your clique of friends who are also feminine are called the Ndaudu.
Okay.
So for a young person who is feminine, even from his peers, he's not he doesn't really mingle with his friends who are male, because reason that they feel you are feminine, you are a bad energy. People, like now, when people would want to stay away from you and all that. Imagine you coming to play with your peers and then you'll be sent away back home. You go out, they play, go join girls. I do all these girls things like, hey girl, hi things.
Let me let you. So I even need to talk about my own. Like in Delta State, the masculine presenting women, they go through this, but bullying you're talking about.
Okay, so like what did you call them in these other parts of the world?
One in make and walkie. Or they call
make and walkie.
Yes, one in there's a woman that behaves like a man.
Wow.
Then for the the opposite side, they call them walkie one. That is man woman. Actually, this topic we are talking about is something I've actually been looking for a space and how I can, talk to someone. And I actually want to know if it's just here in Delta State, because it is too much. And
it is not only in Delta State, Vivian, it happens everywhere. So in the parts where I came from, body shaming and bullying is something that happens to community members. Every fucking day. It happens like every day. Every day. Because community members who are feminine presenting, I'm not speaking from the let me see, masculine presenting women, because I am a feminine person, and so I have my own personal experiences.
I actually have lots of masculine presenting women.
So I do see a couple of them, but they are not much in the north as you would find feminine presenting guys. So like growing up, when you go to join your peers to play football, they send you back home. And then like in school, when the only advantage you have as a feminine person, let me just tell you, like, hey, how far now, my friends? Yeah, me, I want, they will write a letter and they will want you to deliver to a girl. So that is only when, they get you small. Because now they want to get to a girl, so they would want to use you to get to that girl.
But can I ask you a question? Don't be angry. Why do they use you to send love letters or whatever to the girls? Are you their friends?
As you don't talk queen of the girls, what you expect now? They will definitely send you to pass letters to the girls, because they are mostly around the female sex, so more than the male sex. And then you get where we say they would bully you because you are girly. They would take your lunch, your break, and like me personally, let me share some of my personal story. When I was growing up, I didn't have much of that bullying until when I grew up. Normally I'm this person that loves expressing myself. Notwithstanding where I am in the office, I don't care. When I'm going to the work, I'm always comfortable putting on shirts. So the other day I was even sharing my story with Deji. I was telling him what I went through. There was this very good day. I was on my way to work, and then these particular guys were looking at me. So they stood up, they walked up to me, that, hey, what's up? Like in Hausa, it means, why are you putting on a short trouser? And then I was like, hey, and you are also putting on a short trouser that theirs is not as short as mine. And then I was like, okay, I don't see a problem me putting on a short trouser. So, and then they were like, as girly as you are, what are you trying to portray to show men your body, right? The men that fucks you. I was like, excuse you. So before I could notice, these guys started beating me, because it's something that I could remember before I would say the next word. A slap was pow. Before I would talk another and pow. Before I would retaliate.
Not like you were caught in the act.
Before I retaliated, I was already beaten to the pulp. And then someone that knew me, though he's a community member, but he's closeted, he came and he spoke to them, though I think they are in the same clique. So he came and he spoke to them, and almost before I realized it, I was beaten. And then people around were just making comments, at least this beating, that is very good. This beating would at least change me.
Really?
Yeah, that was what they felt as a feminine presenting person. let me say a conversion practice, but in a sense that, okay, they are bullying because they feel they are more masculine and okay, I'm alone, I cannot do anything. At that point I was very vulnerable. So I would like to get a little experience of how it feels to be a masculine presenting woman here in the north. So can you share stories?
Actually, Moses, here in the south Delta State where I'm based, I have lots of masculine presenting friends, and I feel comfortable around them. Actually, I'm attracted to masculine presenting girls. All my life, I have been attracted to them, but I am not. Yes, I am not masculine presenting, but I like them and I like to be around them. I am attracted to them, actually, if you know what I mean. So there was this day that we went out, me and my friend. I'm not going to mention her name for some reasons.
All right,
so when we went out, because she's masculine presenting, she has beards and she has muzzles. So people were
like beards and muzzles.
Yes, and very, very beautiful. So people were like, is this a boy or a girl? To the extent, okay, it was a bar. We went to a bar. We went to, hang out. It was my birthday. So when we were walking into the bar, one lady that was sitting with her boyfriend, as at then, I don't know them, just came and like, please, I want to check, are you a man or a woman? And
seriously?
Started touching her chest, and trust me, I actually have something with that person. So I'm like, stop, you don't do that. This is bullying. And you're also trying to body shame this person. Why will you, be harassing this person, trying to see if she's a man or a woman? And I also just, in my head, I'm like, oh, it is what they've gossiped about. It is what they've talked about when we were walking him.
They've perceived that, okay, why is this person having breasts and still having beards and all that, and still acting like him?
So she feels like she's the one that has the morale to come and check. And I'm like, stop it. You do not have right to do this.
Definitely.
What is the meaning of
the
this?
person get mind though. Why would you walk up to somebody and want to touch his breast? It's very, very bad.
So I'm like, what is the meaning of this? And she was like, oh, sorry, I just wanted to know if she's a man or a woman. I said, why do you want to know? He said he gets strong body. I said, oh, he gets strong body. How that one take concern you? You understand? Okay, fine. I was pissed. I couldn't even sit there. And for some time, I was thinking in my head, I need to give this person back. I need to embarrass her. Then I walked up to her table and I'm like, you people's table are empty. What do you want? What do you care for? And I got them whatever they wanted. And I'm like, I am paying with the money of that person.
You for clap and carry cup, do her like this, and then you keep her.
You understand that you said her strong body. Okay, that is it. Then coming to even my family, I have come to a place where I no longer feel ashamed of bringing my friends around, because right from time till now, they've always seen me around masculine presenting women. So it got to some point when my elder sister had to take my name to church with my girlfriend's name to church, that they want to pray and cast out the demon. In fact, that my girlfriend used jazz on me. So they want to, free me from the jazz. I'm like, I didn't even know that they've gone that far. Now she called me and free me. I put the phone on speaker, only for that same person that they took her name to church to be hearing that conversation, because I didn't know she was going to tell, like they were going that far, or they were going to talk about that. And I'm like, is this what you're calling me to talk about? I thought we've talked about this. I have told you people who I am attracted to. People I like to be seen with. It does not concern you if this person is masculine or this person is feminine. What I know is that we are all human.
But the truth is, our family do not even really care what we feel, how we express ourselves. Well, my story around conversion started in 2007.
Okay.
Immediately I lost my dad, so I had to move in with my uncle and my cousins. Though I was very excited because then I was very young. I would say I was very, very little. So I was happy having my peers in the house. It was all nice growing up, you know how it would be. They were all loving, not until when I graduated from my primary school and I was enrolled into the secondary school. So I met this person although growing up, you know, when you are different from other people, you would know how different you are. So I feel, okay, people, I have seen where guys, like boys, writing love letter to girls and girls are writing love letter to boys. But mine was a very different story.
Okay.
Like, okay, I wasn't writing to the girls, but there's this particular boy I always write letter to. Though I don't have the courage to like give him the letter, but I always write him letter.
Okay.
So in my
So how do you give him the letter?
Like I said, the letter always remains with me, but I express myself in a paper and I never get to give it to the person. Okay. Yeah, because reason that I know it's somehow off for me to like.
No, they said it's forbidden.
Oh, well, then, you know, you don't have much knowledge about all these things. So I wasn't really knowledgeable. I have this way of keeping it to myself. So I was in JSS1 when I met this person, and he was in JSS2.
The same person?
No, this other feminine presenting guy. So he was he's this person that always do the thing and girls always follow him. He takes the lead, actually. You need to see how girls are. He does the feminine things more better than the girls. Okay. So we became friends when I was in JSS2. He was already in JSS3. He was writing his junior WAEC. So we stopped communicating after his junior WAEC. So when I was writing mine, I decided to go to same school he was going. Okay. So that was how he came to my house someday, and there is this neighbor we have that she's a gossip. I call her gossip. Yeah, she's a gossip. So she knows him very well. So this very day he was at my house. We were cooking and all that. So there is this looks she gave us, and it wasn't really nice.
Disgusting.
Yeah, so to say. So after the whole look, she left, and I was called that evening, and I was asked not to see him again. That I should cut off. So I said,
who
okay,
asked you not to
my uncle, that he doesn't want to see this person. This is someone they've never had problems with him coming around. So I said, okay. So you know how stubborn you can be as a child. I didn't really listen. So I was like, okay, without any reason, you can't tell me to stop seeing my friend. So I kept on seeing him. Though I didn't tell him he was no longer welcome into the house, but I have a way of mingling around with him. So this very day, my uncle was like, hey, we are going somewhere. And I said, okay, get dressed. I got dressed. I was even very happy that, okay, yeah, I'll get to go out with my uncle, and then my cousins are not coming along. It's going to be all about me. I was excited, though I was a bit curious to know where we were going. Okay, so we got to where we were going to. It was a church. So when we got to the church, the pastor called me. I sat down. How are you? I'm fine. I told him my name, and he asked me, do you sleep at night dreaming? So as a normal child, I said, yes, I dream at night.
Of course you should dream.
So he asked another question. Have I ever dreamt someone giving me something in my dreams? I said, no. And then he asked some other questions about the whole thing about. So I didn't know where the whole questions were going towards. So I didn't answer him, though I was scared. He said I should go out. So after saying I should go out, I could hear him say that I'm lying, I'm trying to like cover up. So I didn't know what was actually happening as I then. Well, you know as it is. So we came back home, and then...
Sorry, was he actually expecting you to lie against yourself?
I don't know, maybe there was something he wanted to hear from me that he wasn't hearing.
I have actually come across a man of God that they took me for deliverance, and when we got there, he laid hands on me. He was trying to pray and cast away the spirit of lesbianism from me, and at the end of the day, he pushed me, nothing happened. He pushed me to receive, nothing receive. He had to come to my ear, like he in people's mind, he's praying and, you know, trying to speak into the demon through my ear. The next thing I was hearing is, just do like say you fall. Just fall and just talk, say, I am free. Now, for my mind, though, all these things we were doing is not looking like movie to me. I'm like, no, in my head, I cannot lie against myself. Why should I lie against myself that I am free or wanting? I was never in bondage. Yeah.
That was what they were really expecting from me too. So when I got they asked some questions. They were still repeating his words back to back, and then he gave a prayer point that I would do. I did the prayer point for 3 days, and the last day was the day we were supposed to go.
You're even talking about prayer points to do. Me, I went for night vigil, 3 days night vigil, fasting and prayer, like dry fasting and prayer. Then the man of God collected, I think, about 100 and something thousand naira from my family just to cast away a demon that they put inside their head, not inside of me. And nothing happened. I'm like, why are you people wasting money? Why are you people stressing me? Nothing is happening. This is me. This is who I am. And I think I should be free to be me.